Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Kari and today I am doing a duology review. Today the review is on Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen by Tricia Levensellar. These are both books of the duology and this one only came out on the 27th of February this year. So relatively recent read, but these books follow a girl who's about 17 when this book begins. She is obviously the daughter of the Pirate King who rules the seas and basically his most valued operative. She's sent to retrieve something incredibly valuable by getting herself deliberately captured by their enemies. She does so, and hijinks ensue from there. This one continues the story in that that very valuable object is still at risk, and they have to follow it to retrieve what they want most. Except she has some different skills in this one than she does use in this one. These books are... I really enjoyed them. Let's put it that way. I gave the first one, I think, 3 out of 5 stars and the second one 4, because my original rating for the first one was 4 stars. But after having read the second one, it went down to 3 because I realized that the second one is much better. In the first one, it sort of feels like it's setting up very much so for the second one. You see her and you see the start of a romance, which the romance was actually well done. It's not insta-love, it's insta-lust, but then it sort of gradually develops into this relationship of mutual trust and affection. I loved that part because it wasn't insta-love, it wasn't, you know, Cupid struck you with a bow. Alosa, who is the main character in these books, her crew is basically entirely made up of females, and you see a couple of them in the first book. You get names of a lot of them, but you don't really get attached to them because you only know basically 1 or 2 characteristics of them. They're not particularly well developed in the first book. By the second book, they are actually much better developed, and you see more of them and you see more of a development. The second book also made me scream at one point because of something that happens to a member of her crew. I was so angry. Like I said, the first one felt like it was definitely setting up for the second book more so. The second book really came into its own and brought the duology to a nice close. I like that it's a duology because then I don't have to keep waiting like Game of Thrones, where you're gonna wait for the rest of your life, or my life because I'm reading it, for the next, 50 books that are gonna come out. This one, I know it's done, there are 2, it's a duology, that's it. At the same time, however, I also really wanted more. I want to see this relationship between Alosa and the romantic interest develop. I want to see how they all cope with this. I want to see how she develops her position that she gets at the end of the third one, or the second one. And just everything else. There are so many things that could be really richly developed, and I think they're well done in the book, but I do want to see them. Another thing that I liked about this book, specifically the second one, was how the relationship developed between Alosa and her love interest. There's a lot of talk about trust and consent, and there's past abuse in this story, at least referenced. With Alosa, it's fairly explicit, but with her love interest, it's not so much, and I liked how the author worked that in without being overwhelming, but making it logical and appropriate for these 2 characters. Like I said, I just really enjoyed these books. Probably overall as a duology, I'd give it about a 4 stars, because I think even though the first one was a 3 stars on its own, with the second one it definitely bumped it up. That is my duology review for The Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levensellar. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up down below. If you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button down below. As always, I will leave my Goodreads linked in the down bar if you want to check it out. But until my next video, bye!